Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. This morning I am going to go and see if I can finally get on some trail. Haven't been able to run any trail lately just because there's been so much snow in our foothills and weather keeps happening, snow and rain. So I've been doing a lot of road running and I'm really missing running on some trail. So I'm going to see what the trail conditions are like. I was out here yesterday, took the dogs out. The lower half was pretty good. No puddles, no mud, pretty solid. So I have my fingers crossed that I can get up a little bit higher and actually get a proper trail run in. So the plan for today is hopefully knock out a 10-mile run. If the weather holds up, because it's supposed to start snowing again tomorrow, I'll get on the bike later today. Hopefully get 2 to 3 hours in on the bike as well. First thing I would like to say though is thank you to all the new subscribers. The channel gained like 30 to 40 new subscribers over the weekend, which is just mind-blowing. So thank you to everybody who's new and subscribed. I really appreciate that. And let's go see what these trails look like. Get some miles in. I am also running in a new pair of shoes. I am lazy right now, so I'm not going to take them off. This will be the first run for these new pair of Norda 001s. I believe that's the name of them. Sorry, I'm going to be lazy and not take off my shoe because it's cold and I don't want to. So I got a pair of these Norda 001s from Mr. Hardrath for the volcano project I did in Chile. I just never got them before Chile. They came after Chile and then it's just been winter. So I've been waiting for to get out on trail properly to actually try these out. So I'm gonna give these a try today, see how they feel. So far, first off the bat, I really like the snugness of them. The material really hugs your foot. The lugs look amazing on this. Yeah, enough talking. Let's get in some trail miles. Sorry, one more thing. Apologies. I do not have a selfie stick anymore. One of my friends used it at the race in Big Ulta and then I just never got it back. So the footage today is only going to be from the grill mount. I need to get another selfie stick at some point. Anyways, enough chatting. Let's get some trail in. 3 miles in, a little over 700 feet of elevation gain. Just found a super muddy section. Everything up till this point was nice and solid, dried out. This, however, is just super sloppy. Some snow melted here recently, or water's draining off the mountain somewhere. Anyways, let's talk about my running, training for running, things like that. As of now, I do not have any trail races lined up, but I am still trying to stay consistent with my running. As of now, I've been averaging at least 40 miles a week. Every now and then, maybe a 50. I brought the cycling back in, probably a month ago. With that, I definitely put running a little bit on the back burner. So last week, I think I only ran 30 miles because I wanted to hit a big bike volume week, and I hit 250 on the bike last week. The reason why I'm trying to keep the volume somewhat high, one, just want to be more consistent this year. My son went behind me. Hang on, back in the sun. Okay, and reason number 2, if a race comes up or I get invited out to a race, I just want to be ready. I already kind of felt like I was behind the gun on Big Ulta, even though I did pretty well for being such a early race in the season. I started out this year going super hard on running and clocked in some of my biggest weeks, So I just want to stay on top of that. Just want to stay on top of that volume. I think after April, ideally, the sweet spot will look something like 50 to 60 mile weeks of running, and then cycling sweet spot should roughly be somewhere between that 200 and 300 miles. Between that would put me somewhere in the ballpark of like 20 hours or so of training a week, just doing those two things, not including if I do jump in a pool to swim or weightlifting, yoga, things like that. Yeah, as for now, just trying to stay on top of it. 40-mile weeks is like so easy to do right now. At the same time, the cycling is taking a little priority, so just trying to juggle it. You know, it's just like when I was training for triathlon, trying to juggle the 3 sports, finding that sweet spot when things work, just trying to do it again, basically with running and cycling, just higher volumes. Anyways, enough on that, back to it. Not sure what happened. I have a tree that I call a 5-mile tree, and literally it's my turnaround tree, so I know to hit 10 miles without paying attention to electronics. However, I somehow passed the tree. Either the tree is gone or I was talking to this thing and totally missed it. Who knows? I'm at 5.5 miles now, which is fine. Nothing wrong with a little extra. It's not gonna make any difference. So now this is my turnaround point. I mean, are you a trail runner if you come back with brand new white shoes after a trail run? Probably not. It's so crazy, like my shoe rotation this year, there's a lot of light colored shoes or white shoes for trail shoes. Whoever thought that was a good idea, I don't know. So they all just look like shit. All right, we should be just at 1,000 feet or less of vert elevation gain. And it's predominantly downhill on the way back. So now we get to just send it through the slip and slide of mud and all the fun. I got a question. Do y'all ever have those days where you just feel strong? Now hold on. Bear with me. I know this is an odd one, but today's just one of those days, and they don't come very often, where I just feel strong. And I don't know really how to explain that feeling, because it has nothing to do with like strength training or anything like that. Doesn't even have anything to do with like accomplishing a hard workout. Every now and then I get this sensation just where I feel strong, fit. And like today is a good example. Easy base run, you know, trail, a little bit of vert, nothing major, nothing hard. And I just feel super strong, feel good. Maybe it's one of those things where it's just you're living a healthy lifestyle, healthy-ish lifestyle, or maybe it's just one of those things where it ticks in after you've been training for a while. I don't know. Drop in the comments if you guys ever have that feeling. It's a good feeling. They don't come often. And it was just one of those days where it's like, yeah, this is not a fancy workout. It's very basic, but I feel super strong. Feel just good today. So I don't know, one of those weird things that just popped up in my head. Just curious if I'm the only one, if you guys understand what I'm talking about. Random thoughts. I don't know. I'm gonna end this run here, so I will drop somewhere right now the Strava specs. I believe it should be like 10 and a half, maybe 11 miles. So solid run. Glad the weather held up, at least for right now. I'm gonna go try to get on that bike after I get some food in. Debating whether or not this video is gonna be its own video or if I'm gonna throw in the cycling as well. I'm either gonna end it here completely, or the next clip you'll see will be like me riding a bike. Solid run. Trail conditions are pretty decent, so happy about that. And shoes, more on those soon. Yeah.